am the mom of twin boys, intact, so not circumcised. My older son, by 1 minute, had a fever of 104.7. As a new mom, I didn't know what to do, so of course I rushed to the hospital. They quickly realized that my child was intact and were angry about it. Because my son was presenting a fever, they told me it was because he had a urinary tract infection because he was uncircumcised. It quickly became apparent that she had no knowledge of how to treat an intact and began forcibly retracting. So I just stood there and let it happen, and she proceeded to stab my son in his urethra with a retraction 6 to 7 times until blood was present. I asked her to please stop, that she wasn't following proper protocol, and she assured me many times that I was incorrect and she was following proper protocol, while screaming, "I need to see the hole." My child was hysterical. I was trying to keep my cool, but I was also becoming hysterical, and I finally just asked her to stop. But then I was offered a sterile collection bag so that they could collect urine from my child. One last thing the nurse did say, she looked at my son and said, "I'm sorry your mommy didn't like what I did." So I decided to file a complaint. I just received a letter in the mail yesterday. They told me, "We found that the care that your son has received was appropriate and the standard of care was met. No further investigation or action is warranted, and now we consider this matter closed." They told me that I could file a report with the Arizona Department of Health Services. I am angry and I am hurt, and my child is forever scarred because of what this hospital did. Here's an update. This morning I saw this comment and I thought, I have to call the hospital. I have to see if they have a policy and procedure in place for this procedure. So I got connected to a patient advocate. She said that they didn't have such a thing. There isn't a policy. So what that told me is, if any child goes into that hospital and is intact, they will be treated the same way as my son.